Hey everyone, Victoria Waco. Let's talk about Raw. If you don't know, I am a former Mrs. New York American, huge pro wrestling fan, and I don't have a lot of people in my life who like wrestling, so I talk to you about it. So I have someone to talk to about it, quite honestly. So we had Raw last night from Green Bay. We opened, and this is kind of heartbreaking to me for what happens later in the show, with Liv Morgan and Dominic in the ring doing a great promo and a planting the seeds launch of a feud between her and Io Sky. Of course, we are also looking forward to her and Nikki Bella, among other things that they were kind of setting up for her over the next couple months. We had a women's Queen of the Ring qualifier. Rhea Ripley interfered. She looked gorgeous. It was a great match. Surprised with who they went to win. Really thought it'd be Stephanie, but it wasn't. That's okay. So we'll see, because it was Asuka's return match. Asuka won, looking amazing as ever. I'm still kind of shocked that she's like 43, I looked up. So her coming back from this injury is huge. So very happy to have her back on my TV. Additionally, of course, we had Gunther in the ring, and of course, the surprise that wasn't really a surprise because I think we knew it was coming was Goldberg. Fun story is that I watched Goldberg a little bit when he came back when he was in WWE, but I never watched WCW growing up. Like, we were a Raw only household. So I am very excited to see Gunther in the ring. My question is, how good will he do? How in shape is he? I got a lot of questions about that because he looked lit up from that walk to the ring. With that though, I think it's, a fantasy booking match for many people, so I'm excited for it. And of course, it will be at Saturday night's main event, which will be taking place in Atlanta, Georgia. So it all makes sense. We also had a men's qualifier that Jey Uso won. Of course, then we had run-ins with Seth Rollins. I had a hot moment where I thought this is when we were going to get a Cody heel turn. Did anyone else think that? Maybe it's going to happen but I feel like they're really, really heavily teasing that Cody is going to turn heel. I feel like they've been doing that for a while. So what are your thoughts on it? Do you think he is? Just give me all your thoughts because I'm very kind of confused about what will happen. Yeah. It was the stuff in his ear. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a slow burn. I just don't know if I want it to happen and or if it is what is best for the company right now. With that, we also had... I'm so tired. That was a big moment that I was very curious about. Of course, though, we have to talk about the injuries. So, this is a little concerning only because, and I don't think it was her fault. I think, again, but Liv Morgan had the match, and the same person who was involved with the injury for Zoe Stark was also involved in her injury here. They went for a takedown. It looked like she landed awkwardly and hit her shoulder and then rolled out of the ring right away. And you could tell there was something definitely wrong because medical was right out there. They focused somewhere else and then they went to a commercial break. And of course, when we came back, the match was no longer happening. It was announced that she had injured her shoulder. Speedy recovery to Liv is heartbreaking considering you could definitely tell they were starting to build her into something, and now sadly an injury has taken her out. One of my highlights I have it underlined was Karrion Kross, of course, popped in backstage with Sami Zayn. They had set up to fight. There's a couple of matches that were set up for later on, like next week. And so with that, I said they just gotta let him get in the ring. I know there's a lot of rumors right now about his contract and that they haven't started negotiation for his new contract. Who knows how true that is? Who knows how... Yeah, just who knows, right? But with that, I think he's so great, and he's so over, and I would just really, really like to see him get a push. Those are my 2 cents on it. Lots else happened. I feel like we're seeing a lot of mixing between the two shows. Oddly enough, I find it interesting because like Cena, of course, has been on both shows. Cody's showing up now on both shows. And when Cody first won the title, they were kind of very much like, I think Cody's dream was to be the champion on all the shows. And they were kind of like, no, you're just going to be on SmackDown. Also, I will say in the men's qualifier, we had lots of interference in that match, including an LA Knight run-in, which was fabulous. Like, it was like everyone and their brother showed up for that. Again, people who are on SmackDown showing up on Raw. So I'm curious, are we going to see a new brand split? Are we going to see like a draft again? Like, just that part, I'm just curious. What are your guys' thoughts about them mixing up the rosters? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I mean, I feel like, the roster split's kind of pointless, but let me know your thoughts.